Are you trying to do everything right to stay healthy as you get older, but you still feel wiped out and lacking that spark you used to have? It's beyond frustrating. You follow all the nutrition advice you've heard for years, only to find out it might be doing more harm than good. Well, what if I told you that some of the most common health rules for seniors are not just flat out wrong, but are actively working against your strength, your energy, and your independence? The truth is, a shocking number of older adults are unknowingly malnourished, not because they aren't eating, but because they're following outdated and dangerous myths. Research shows that while malnutrition can hit anyone, older adults are at a sky-high risk. This isn't just about feeling a little off. It's about a preventable decline that leads to muscle loss, weaker bones, and a life that's less vibrant. But it doesn't have to be this way. Today, we're busting the 6 biggest senior nutrition myths that could be wrecking your health. We'll replace the fiction with facts and show you exactly how to fuel your body for a life packed with strength, energy, and vitality. And to get us started, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop your city or country in the comments below. It's always amazing to see our community from all over the world. Now, let's jump into the first and possibly most damaging myth. This first myth seems logical, which is what makes it so dangerous. As we get older, we slow down, so we need fewer nutrients. This leads people to just cut back on food, thinking that eating less is the secret to healthy aging. But that's a huge and dangerous misunderstanding of how your body actually works as it ages. While it's true your calorie needs might dip a bit as your metabolism changes, your need for essential nutrients, the vitamins and minerals that run the whole show, does not go down. In fact, for several key nutrients, your needs actually go up. Your body gets less efficient at absorbing certain vitamins and minerals, meaning you have to take in more just to stay even. Think of your body like a classic car. When it was new, it was super efficient. But as the car gets older, it needs a higher octane, premium fuel to run smoothly and prevent breakdowns. Just giving it less gas, or worse, cheap gas, will only make it fall apart faster. Our bodies are the same. We need premium, nutrient-dense fuel, even if the total amount is a little less. Let's get specific. 4 of the most critical nutrients that seniors often need more of are vitamin B12, vitamin D, calcium, and protein. First, vitamin B12. It's absolutely essential for making red blood cells, keeping your nerves healthy, and creating energy. But deficiency can cause crushing fatigue, weakness, and even serious neurological issues like memory loss and balance problems. What's scary is that as we age, our stomachs produce less acid, which is needed to absorb B12 from food. Because of this, getting enough B12 from your diet alone becomes a real challenge. Next up, the bone-building dream team, calcium and vitamin D. We all know calcium is for strong bones, but this becomes life or death important as we age. If you don't get enough calcium from your diet, your body will literally steal it from your bones to keep your muscles and nerves working. Over time, this leads straight to osteoporosis. Women over 50 and men over 70 need around 1,200 milligrams of calcium a day, more than younger adults. But here's the catch. Calcium is useless without its partner, vitamin D. Vitamin D is what lets your body actually absorb the calcium you eat. As we get older, our skin is less efficient at making vitamin D from sunlight, and many of us spend less time outdoors, making the problem worse. This brings us to the real secret. You need to focus on nutrient density. A nutrient-dense food is packed with the good stuff, vitamins, minerals, and more, without a lot of empty calories. So what does this look like? It means making every bite count. Instead of white toast with butter, go for whole grain toast with avocado and a sliced hard-boiled egg. Your plate should look like a vibrant rainbow. Fill half of it with colorful fruits and veggies. Think leafy greens, bright red peppers, and orange sweet potatoes. A quarter should be lean protein, which we'll talk more about in a bit, and the last quarter should be whole grains like quinoa or brown rice. Believing you need fewer nutrients puts you on a fast track to fatigue. The truth is, you need to be more strategic with your food than ever. Focus on quality and give your body the premium fuel it's asking for. This next myth is so tempting because it promises an easy way out. We see it everywhere. The idea that if your diet isn't perfect, you can just pop a few pills and all your nutritional gaps will be magically filled. It's the myth that supplements are a shortcut, an insurance policy that can replace eating well. That could not be further from the truth. While supplements have a role in fixing specific deficiencies, they can never replace the incredible, complex benefits of whole foods. Here's why whole foods are always better. When you eat a piece of broccoli or a handful of almonds, you're not just getting 1 or 2 nutrients. You're getting a package of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and plant compounds. Scientists call this food synergy. Think of it like an orchestra. A single violin, let's say that's a vitamin C pill, can play a beautiful note. But it will never have the rich, powerful sound of the entire orchestra playing a symphony. In food, nutrients all work together in harmony. A pill is a lone instrument. A plate of colorful food is the whole orchestra. Besides that, leaning too hard on supplements comes with some real risks. One of the biggest is the danger of an overdose. Many people think if a little is good, a lot must be great. This is especially risky with fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, because your body stores them in your fat and liver. Too much vitamin A, for instance, has been linked to a higher risk of liver damage and even osteoporosis. Another huge danger is how supplements interact with prescription medications. This is a massive concern for seniors. For example, vitamin K can interfere with blood thinners. Herbal supplements like St. John's wort can mess with antidepressants and make other drugs less effective. Because supplements aren't regulated as strictly as drugs, these risks aren't always obvious. So what are supplements actually for? They are meant to supplement a healthy diet, not replace it. They should be used to fill specific, identified gaps, ideally with a doctor's guidance. For instance, as we just talked about, many older adults struggle to absorb vitamin B12 from food, so a supplement might be a necessary medical intervention. The key is to be smart and informed. Before you start popping pills, talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian. They can check for actual deficiencies. Don't fall for the hype that promises perfect health in a bottle. The foundation of a vibrant life is built on a diet rich in real, whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. For decades, we were all taught to fear fat. The whole low-fat craze turned fat into public enemy number 1, blaming it for heart disease and weight gain. That message was so powerful that many seniors today still avoid all fats, thinking they're making the healthy choice. This idea isn't just outdated, it's actively hurting your health. The truth is, your body, and particularly your brain, desperately needs healthy fats to work right. Cutting them all out is like trying to run a car without oil. Let's break down the fats. First, the ugly, trans fats. These are the true villains. You'll find them in things like shortening, fried foods, and processed snacks. There is no safe amount of artificial trans fats. They raise your bad cholesterol, lower your good cholesterol, and fuel inflammation. Eliminate these completely. Next, the bad, saturated fats, found in animal products like red meat, butter, and full-fat dairy. The goal is to limit these, not get rid of them entirely. And now, the heroes, the healthy fats. These are your monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Monounsaturated fats are a key part of the Mediterranean diet. You'll find them in olive oil, avocados, and nuts. They are fantastic for your heart. Polyunsaturated fats include the famous omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are superstars for senior health. They're powerful anti-inflammatories for your heart and brain. In fact, your brain is about 60% fat, and a huge chunk of that is an omega-3 called DHA. Getting enough is linked to a lower risk of cognitive decline. For omega-3s, the best sources are fatty fish like salmon and mackerel. Plant-based sources include flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. One of the most important jobs of fat is to help you absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K. Without it, your body can't use the vitamins in those healthy vegetables. A fat-free salad dressing is a huge missed opportunity. A simple drizzle of olive oil is all it takes to unlock that nutrition. It's time to unlearn the fear of fat. Swap unhealthy fats for healthy ones. Cook with olive oil instead of butter. Snack on a handful of walnuts. By making these easy swaps, you'll be nourishing your heart, protecting your brain, and giving your body the tools it needs to age with strength. This next myth is tricky because it starts from a place of truth. The myth is that all dairy is bad for seniors. This idea has spread because of concerns about lactose intolerance. Many seniors cut out milk, cheese, and yogurt, fearing digestive trouble. But in doing so, they're accidentally putting themselves at major risk for deficiencies in calcium and vitamin D. Lactose is the sugar in milk, and our bodies use an enzyme called lactase to digest it. As we get older, some of us produce less lactase, leading to discomfort. The solution isn't to ban an entire food group. That's like getting a flat tire and deciding to just get rid of the car. There are much smarter solutions. First, fermented dairy products like yogurt and kefir are often totally fine. The healthy probiotics in them have already started breaking down the lactose for you. Second, hard, aged cheeses like cheddar, Swiss, and Parmesan are naturally very low in lactose. The cheese-making process gets rid of most of it. Finally, the market is now flooded with great lactose-free products. It's real dairy, just with the lactase enzyme added to it, so you get all the nutrition without the tummy trouble. As we've said, calcium and vitamin D are non-negotiable for bone health. A hip fracture can be a life-altering event that robs you of your independence. Dairy is simply one of the most efficient sources of calcium you can find. A single cup of milk or yogurt gives you about a quarter of the 1,200 milligrams daily goal for older adults. Sure, you can get calcium from leafy greens, but you'd have to eat about 4 cups of raw broccoli to get the same amount as in 1 cup of milk. And don't forget, most dairy milk is fortified with vitamin D, which you need to absorb that calcium. If you cut out dairy, you're often losing 2 crucial nutrients at once. If you follow a vegan diet, great non-dairy sources include fortified plant milks, tofu made with calcium sulfate, leafy greens, and canned fish with bones. Don't let a fear of lactose intolerance make you ditch dairy without a solid plan B. Meeting your calcium and vitamin D goals is essential for staying strong and mobile. There's probably no nutrient more hated in modern diet culture than the carbohydrate. We're told carbs make you fat, and that cutting them out is the key to health. This has led to a real fear of bread, pasta, and potatoes. And that brings us to myth number 5, that all carbs are bad. This oversimplified advice is robbing seniors of vital energy. Just like with fats, the key isn't elimination, it's education. Carbs are your body's main and preferred source of fuel. Your brain, especially, runs almost exclusively on glucose from carbs. Getting rid of them is like trying to power your house by yanking out the main electrical panel. It's the type of carb you choose that makes all the difference. Let's quickly break down the 2 main types, simple and complex. Simple carbs are the ones that give the whole group a bad name. Think white bread, white rice, pastries, sugary cereals, and sodas. Your body digests them super fast, causing a blood sugar spike, followed by a crash that leaves you tired, cranky, and hungry again. Complex carbs, on the other hand, are the heroes. You find these in whole, unprocessed foods like oats, quinoa, brown rice, beans, lentils, and vegetables like sweet potatoes. They're complex because they come packaged with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. That fiber is the magic ingredient. It slows everything down, releasing sugar into your bloodstream slowly and steadily. This gives you stable, sustained energy without the roller coaster spikes and crashes. It keeps you feeling full, helps manage weight, and is crucial for stable blood sugar. For seniors, the fiber in complex carbs is especially critical. It's essential for digestive health and preventing constipation. Plus, fiber feeds the good bacteria in your gut. Let's look at some simple swaps. Instead of white rice, choose brown rice or quinoa. Instead of white bread, choose 100% whole wheat bread. Instead of sugary cereal, have a bowl of oatmeal with berries. Instead of potato chips, have an apple with peanut butter. Eat more beans and lentils. Stop fearing carbs and start being smart about them. Embrace the energy-sustaining power of whole grains, beans, and vegetables. By choosing complex carbs, you're fueling your body and your brain for a sharp, active life. We've saved the most critical myth for last. This is the one directly responsible for stealing strength and independence from millions of older adults. It's the myth that as we get older, we need less protein. This belief, often paired with a smaller appetite, is a recipe for disaster. The absolute truth is that older adults need more protein than younger people, not less. The enemy we're all fighting here is called sarcopenia. It literally means poverty of flesh, and it's the natural loss of muscle mass and strength that comes with aging. Sarcopenia is why getting out of a chair gets harder, why groceries feel heavier, and why balance gets shaky, which dramatically increases the risk of falls. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using the protein we eat to build new muscle. This is called anabolic resistance. To overcome this, you need to send a louder signal, and that means eating more protein. While the old rule was 0.8 grams, expert groups now recommend 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kilogram. For a 150-pound person, that's a jump to between 68 and 82 grams a day. To really trigger muscle growth, you need a solid dose of protein at each meal. Aim for about 25 to 35 grams of high-quality protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Spreading it out evenly is far better than having a low-protein breakfast and a huge steak for dinner. So, what does 25 to 30 grams look like? A 3-ounce chicken breast is about 20 to 25 grams. A cup of Greek yogurt has around 24 grams. A cup of cooked lentils has about 17 grams. 3 large eggs have about 18 grams. Prioritize protein. Build every meal around your protein source first. Use protein-dense snacks, like a hard-boiled egg or a handful of almonds. Use protein supplements smartly if needed. Focus on soft proteins if chewing is an issue. Eggs, fish, brown meat, and smoothies are all great. Finally, remember that protein is only half the battle. You have to pair it with resistance exercise. This gives your muscles the signal to use that protein and get stronger. Don't let this myth sabotage your strength. Give your muscles the building blocks they need, spread throughout the day, and you'll be giving your body its best defense against frailty. If these insights are helping you rethink your nutrition, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more health info you can trust. And please, share this video with a friend or family member. These myths are everywhere, and you could be helping someone you love reclaim their health. As we've seen today, a lot of the common wisdom about senior nutrition isn't just outdated, it's damaging. Believing these myths can seriously undermine your health. The truth is, aging requires a more thoughtful and nutrient-dense approach to eating than ever before. It's about focusing on the quality of every single bite. It's about embracing healthy fats and smart carbs, getting enough calcium and vitamin D, and fueling your muscles with plenty of protein all day long. Aging doesn't have to be a story of decline. Nutrition is one of the most powerful tools you have to write your own health story. By letting go of these myths and embracing the facts, you can build a foundation of strength and energy that will carry you through a vibrant and independent life.